Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So when you talk about solution, you're talking about molarity,
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Molality. Okay. And when you're talking about reaction, then you're talking about the amount of product formed, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you're talking about the, the whole thing, you can call this as concentration terms, because these are the terms which are used to define the concentration of a solution. And when we talk about the amount of product, it is that topic stoichiometry, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so stoichiometry and concentration terms, fine. Now, you're comfortable with the mole concept?
The more.
No idea?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, fine. So, I think I will have to teach you from the mole concept. So I will teach you the mole concept, okay? And then we'll start.
Sure, sir.
Fine. In a short time, we will do some mole concept and then we'll start. Okay. So, you know what is a dozen?
Sir, I cannot hear you.
You
Yeah, I
cannot
know.
hear
Yeah.
me.
Yes, sir. I know it's a dozen.
Okay, fine. You know what is a dozen? What is a dozen?
It's like
How many
specifically.
items?
Yeah, how many items in a
How many items?
thing? 12.
12, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Can you like do some kind of setting in your mic, because it is echoing sometimes, it is taking
Yes,
all the
sir.
noises.
Just a second.
Okay. So if you're using a laptop, there will be an option in the audio settings to, wait a second. Settings in the audio, there will be suppress background noise, and you just click high on that. Are you using a laptop?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So can you see, you open that window which contains.
I pressed it. Yeah.
Okay. So you have suppressed the background noise, and also take on the automatically adjust microphone volume.
Yes, sir.
Done. And
Yes,
suppress background noise. It is in high.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. But still I'm getting some noise. Fair. We can't do anything else. Okay. So a dozen is a 12, right?
Yes.
Correct. Okay, fine. And is there anything that you use in Persian which represent a number? I mean, dozen is a word, but it represents a number 12, right? Similarly, in English, we have one more thing, which is century. What is a century?
A year.
No, it is 100 years, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
It's 100 years. And in general, it's not 100 years. I mean, when we say century in the context of history, we say it 100. But if you say century in the context of cricket, you know what is cricket?
Yes, sir.
And if you say this in the terms of cricket, then it is 100 runs. So actually, century means what? 100. I mean, this, you say this per cent, right? What is the cent comes from? The cent comes from century only. Percent means per 100, right? So like in each and every language, and whenever people speak languages, they have some terms which represent what? Which represents number. Similarly, if you tell kilo, what is a kilo? Kilo means 1,000. Okay. Kilo means 1,000. Okay. So similarly, in chemistry also, chemistry is also a language. Okay. It has a specific language. Each and every subject of science, it will have some specific language. And in order to develop a specific language, and they have to come up with a term which represent a number. Now I want you to Google something, number of stars in the universe. Number of stars in the universe.
Trillion stars.
2 billion trillion, right?
Yes, sir.
2 billion trillion. Very large number.
200 billion trillion stars.
200 billion. Okay, fine. 200 billion and trillion stars. Okay, fine. So it is going to be how much? How many zeros are there in a billion? 10 to the power?
8, if I'm not wrong.
No, 9, I guess. You may check it. I think it is 9. And trillion is 10 to the power 12. So I may write this as 2 into 10 to the power 2 into 10 to the power 9 into 10 to the power 12, which will be equal to 2 into what we will have. 9 plus 2 is 11. 11 plus 12 is 23. 10 to the power 23, right?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Very large number. Agreed? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you Google number of molecules in 18 gram of water. Number of molecules in 18 gram of water.
6.023 into 10 raised to
What will-
23.
Right? So number of molecules in 18 gram. What is that? 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have more number of molecules in a glass of water. Okay, 18 grams will be 18 mLs. It is not a complete glass of water also. It is a half a glass of water or something, you can say. Very small amount of water. It contains more molecules than we have the number of stars in the universe. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yes.
when, as a chemist, we are dealing with very large numbers. Okay. What we are dealing with? We are dealing with very large numbers. So in our human and day-to-day life, we can use this dozen as 12, century as 100, because these are very small things and we deal with very small numbers. But chemists, they deal with very large numbers. So they took a number 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 as Avogadro's number. And they called that, this is 1 mole. Okay, so what is mole? Mole is just as dozen. So please write here the topic, mole concept. Mole concept. Okay, write the topic, mole concept. You were not ready with the pen and the pencils, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first of all, you write, what is 1 mole equal to? Right here, 1 mole is defined as collection of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Okay, first of all, you tell me, you know these concepts of whole number, integers, fractions, decimals, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what do you think? Is this a decimal or is this a whole number?
A whole number.
Very good. This whole thing is a whole number, because when we multiply 10 to the power 23, it will become a whole number, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. 1 mole is defined as collection of 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 particles. Okay. So if I have 1 mole of atoms, then it is going to be 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 atoms. If I have 1 mole of molecules, it is going to be 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. If I talk about 1 mole of electrons, this will be how much? Tell me. 6.022
2 into 10 raised to 23.
electrons. Done?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, fine. So now when we talk about these numbers, then obviously we are not going to count the numbers, okay? So what do? We have a definition of mole as mass also. So please write it. Definition of mole as mass. Okay. Definition of mole as mass. So please write mass of 1 mole of mass of 1 mole of any atom or molecule is known as molar mass. It is known as what? It is known as molar mass. Are you getting some memory from the class 9th and 10th standard that you have learned molar mass, nothing? Yes, Fatima?
Sir, I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay, fine. Not a problem. Done?
Yes.
This molar mass is categorized into two. We have the gram atomic mass and we have the gram molecular mass. Okay. What is gram atomic mass? As the name suggests, it is the mass of one atom. And gram molecular mass is mass of one molecule. Okay. So I'm going to write the mass of some atoms. And you will copy it down. So start with, what should we start with? Start with number 1. Hydrogen. Hydrogen is 1 gram per mole. Okay. Similarly, what we will have hydrogen is important. Carbon, you have to remember 12 grams per mole. What else? Oxygen you have to remember. That is 16 grams per mole. Then you have to remember sodium, which is going to be 23 grams per mole. What else you have to remember? You have to remember nitrogen. No, sodium and sulfur you remember together. Sodium is 23, sulfur is 32 grams per mole. And you have to remember nitrogen. Nitrogen is 14 grams per mole. Okay, so are these things new here for you, Fatima?
No, sir. We learned this in school.
You have learned this in so okay. Are you comfortable with this or no?
Yes, sir. I am.
So you are. Okay, fine. So mass of one molecule. For example, if you have water, then it is going to be 2 into the mass of hydrogen plus 1 oxygen, which is equal to 2 into 1 plus 16. That is 18 grams per mole. Okay. Similarly, for you will calculate for carbon dioxide. You will calculate for NaOH and HNO3, H2SO4. Also write for calcium here. Calcium is 40 grams per mole.
Sir, I solved them.
For CO2, it is how much?
CO2, it's 44 gram per mole.
NaOH?
40 gram per mole.
HNO3?
63 gram per mole.
And H2SO4 is?
98 gram per mole.
98 grams per mole. Okay. So now I think you are suitable for solving some questions. And we'll start with the one question, simple question about the stoichiometry where you have a bit of problem there, right?
Yeah.
So I'll give you a simple question. Let's try that first. You know how to calculate the number of moles now, right? Because no. Yes, Kinza. If I ask you to calculate, please write a question about that. Calculate the number of moles of CH4 in 16 grams of CH4.
Sir, I solved it and I don't know if it's correct.
Okay, tell me. Number of
Sir,
moles is equal to?
sir, I just did 16 into 6.022 into 10 into 10 raised to 23.
Okay, fine. Got it. You see. Number of moles. If you have been given the mass, it is equal to given mass upon molar mass. I will tell you how. First of all, let me tell you, or you tell me, what is the molar mass of CH4? Calculate.
16.
16, right? It is equal to 16 grams per mole. Now, we have to learn also one thing, that is the translation. What does that mean? It means that in 1 mole of CH4, we have 16 grams, right? Or we can also say 1 mole of CH4 weighs 16 gram, right? Correct? Now, if I have 32 grams of CH4, then how many moles am I having? Tell me. 32 upon 16?
Yes, sir, 2.
Right? That will be equal to 2 moles, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I have 8 grams of CH4, then this will be what? 8 upon 16.
8 is 16.
Are you getting this? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, this will be half mole, yes or no?
Mm.
You tell me, if I have 4 grams of CH4?
1 by 4.
4 by 16, that is equal to 1 by 4 mole. Okay, fine. This is the first thing that you have to understand. Then only we can do the reactions of stoichiometry. Okay.
Yeah.
Check. So do you speak Farsi in home, or do you speak English or something else?
So we speak Arabic mostly.
You speak Arabic mostly. Okay. Then,
Sir, how long is this period?
oh, sorry. It was supposed to be of half an hour, but let us do you have any other trial class?
Yeah, I think they said I have physics.
Oh, you have physics? Okay, fine.
Sir.
So just wait a second. I have to give you some links, okay? Just wait. I'm really sorry.
Sir, it's okay.
Okay, so first thing is the link that we have all the lectures that I have covered till now from atomic structure as well as the mole concept chapter, that is some basic concepts. Okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. And after that, okay, and after that I have